If one day your family is with you, but you are not truly with them, does that togetherness really matter? If you had to choose, on one side, endless wealth, on the other, your family, what would you choose? And if one day you realize, far too late, that you made the wrong choice, can you ever get everything back? Today is a story of love, time, and the true meaning of wealth. A story that may make you rethink your own priorities. In a quiet village surrounded by lush greenery, mornings began with the gentle chirping of birds. Evenings echoed with children's laughter playing in dusty lanes. Life was simple, slow, content. In that village lived a man named Ram Prasad. He was an ordinary man, but his dreams were enormous. He firmly believed only those who have money are respected. Only those who have money are truly happy. He wanted success. He wanted status. He wanted to give his family the best life. But in chasing the best, he began to lose what he already had. Ram Prasad's wife, Sita, was gentle, wise, and deeply loving. They had 2 children, Arav, their son, who admired his father and wanted to grow up just like him, and little Gudiya, whose entire world revolved around her papa. Every evening, as the sun dipped behind the fields, the children would sit near the door, waiting. "When will Papa come?" Gudiya would ask excitedly. "Today I'll show him my drawing." Arav would say, "And I'll play cricket with him." They waited with sparkling eyes. The door would finally open. Ram Prasad would walk in, tired, stressed, irritated. "I'm exhausted. Later," he would say. That later never came. Years passed. Ram Prasad worked harder than ever. He sacrificed sleep. He sacrificed time. He sacrificed moments. And yes, he succeeded. The small mud house turned into a large concrete mansion. Simple utensils were replaced with expensive sets. The old bicycle was replaced by a shining car. From the outside, it looked like success. But inside, the laughter had faded. The warmth had cooled. The conversations had shortened. The house grew bigger, but the family grew distant. Sita would gently try to explain, "Is work so important that you don't have time for your own children?" Ram Prasad would reply firmly, "I'm doing all this for you." Sita would smile sadly and whisper, "We don't need all this. We need you." But he never truly listened. One day, Gudiya came home from school in tears. All the other fathers came to the school event, but mine didn't. Sita held her tightly, her own eyes filling with tears. That night, Ram Prasad returned home late again. The children were asleep. Dinner was placed on the table. Beside it lay a letter. With trembling hands, he opened it. It read, "Papa, we never wanted you for your money. We only wanted your time. You gave us everything except your presence. We're leaving because we don't want our children to learn that money is greater than relationships." In that moment, Ram Prasad's world stopped. He looked around the house, the same house he had sacrificed everything for. It was silent. No children's laughter, no soft footsteps, no warm voice calling his name. Just emptiness. For the first time in years, he truly cried. Not for money, not for failure, but for what he had lost. The very next morning, he left everything behind. No office, no meetings, no financial targets. Just one goal, to find his family. Days passed. Roads felt endless. Regret weighed heavier than any burden he had ever carried. He realized something painful. Success without loved ones is the loneliest failure. Finally, one evening, he heard a familiar sound outside a modest little house. Children's laughter. He froze. It was them. He rushed inside. Arav was playing. Gudia was laughing freely. Sita was cooking. They looked peaceful, happy, but without him. His voice trembled. Sita. They all turned. The children stared in shock. Tears filled his eyes. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I made the biggest mistake of my life. I thought money was everything, but now I understand. My greatest wealth is my family." Silence filled the room. Then slowly, Gudia walked towards him. "Papa, you won't leave us again, right?" He knelt down and hugged her tightly. "Never again." Arav ran and embraced him too. Sita's eyes were filled with tears, but this time they were tears of hope. Ram Prasad did not stop working, but he started living. He learned balance. He learned presence. He learned that earning money is important, but being there is priceless. The house they built again was smaller, but the laughter was bigger. The meals were simpler, but the conversations were richer. The days were ordinary, but the love was extraordinary. Money can buy comfort, it can buy luxury, it can buy convenience, but it can never buy a child waiting at the door, a shared meal filled with laughter, a hug that says, "I need you." True wealth is not what sits in your bank account. It is what sits beside you and smiles. If this story touched your heart, take a moment. Call your parents, hug your children, sit beside your partner, because one day, later, may not come.